Hey everyone, welcome back to Platinum Trophy Quests. My name is Mark. Today I'm playing Astro Bot again. I got a new capture card, so I think the quality will be a little bit better. I have to change some things about my setup to record pretty well, but I think this is already a little improvement. So last time I said I was going to grind a little bit in between the episodes. I did. Got some extra coins. I don't think I have everything. Every coin I need, because I need like I need 800. I have only close to 500. Ooh, the Demon Slayer. Oh, for Sack Boy, because it's a little bit damage. Oh, that's actually very cute. And the rest is only bonuses, so I don't care too much about that. Okay, so what I need to do is, last time I did try some of the objectives. Yes, now I have Lara Croft there in the back, and Nathan Drake here. I have to take a picture now. I wonder why it's not working. Big as thieves. Does this one support? Yeah. I mean, she's not gonna get any closer, right? Okay. In the meantime, let's try something else. If we hit toward this. Oh. Yeah. There's a trophy. We had to have trophy hit by the ice attack. Let's see what else we have. Biggest thief. Made a tough guy drop items at the crash site. There's a tough guy, the Yakuza. Okay, let's try something else. Let's try the other way around. So, wait till she walks by. Come on, it doesn't get any better than this. Okay then. Then we have to get in between a fight between the... where are they? Street fighters. So Ryuk and Ken, yes. KO. That's it. Okay. Let's twist again. That's for the Fresh Bandicoot trophy. Should be near Jack, right? Yeah, there he is. Was just hitting him? Ah, we have to dance together. Because I didn't have it already, right? I'm still need to get this trophy. Because the only few things I have. Oh, I can also try this maybe. Oh, did I dance? Come on, Lara. Let's go to the Drake, please. You're like, what the frick are you doing? A Spyro is also flying about. I mean, they are. But there's Nathan Drake. Oops. Are they practically next to each other? Okay, follow me. They follow me? No. Follow me, yes. I want to build the big bricks and break it apart basically. And that will be the last trophy. So guys. Lovely. Astronomical. And release. No. Go do your own thing. Yes, for the rest of this episode, I will go over all the different bots we have found and all the games that I own from it. And I think that's gonna be fun. So let's start. So yeah, that's basically it. Sorry for the audio quality just a few seconds ago. New capture card and I did not plug in something correctly, so that's why the sound is a little bit crusty. But I hope you can forgive me for that. And in my opinion, this was, I think, one of my favorite games I played this year. I think it deserves a lot of praise and it's a good contender for Game of the Year. But we got some good games this year and more elaborate ones. I mean, this is just fan service, let's say. I'm a PlayStation fan and this is perfect for me, but it's nothing better than any Mario game that comes out if you don't know the references. You won't get any better experience if you're not a PlayStation fan. And to cap off this last episode, I want to visit all the bots real quick and tell you a little bit about it, like if I like the games from that series or not. I'm not 100% sure where he is from. Maybe Overcooked or something. I like those games, but it's just a mini game or mini games type of thing. Also no clue where he is from, so I'm gonna skip him. This is Knack. It's so you had for the PS3 era, you had these mascots like Jack and Dexter, and Ratchet and Clank, and Sly Cooper, the cutesy kids targeted cartoonish characters. Based PlayStation 3, while was trying to be more of a mature console, so they don't have a lot of these cutesy animated characters. And for the PS4 they wanted to introduce new ones like Knack here. The gameplay was okay, but very simplistic, and also the older cutesy cartoonish characters had more flair and charm to them. Like all the gadgets from Ratchet and Clank, the power-ups and eco powers from Jack and Dexter, and the stealth from Sly Cooper. He had also some power-ups, like he could add parts to his body and become bigger, and there was also different particles that he could absorb, like glass or ice, I think. But it wasn't the same. I think the game is okay. Sequel, not better, and from that point off it fell off. I wouldn't mind never seeing one of these games in the future again. Then we have Everybody Golf. It's basically a small game. It's a big franchise because I think they made over like 8 or 9 games of this. I have it on the PS Vita. Oh, by the way, I got Connect 1, played it, finished it, but didn't platinum it because the collectible version is crazy. Connect 2, we played it a little bit, but the story is also quite long, and the stories from both games is pretty dragged out. We were not going to finish the second one. Everybody Golf, I got the game. I got Everybody Golf for the PlayStation Vita. I got it recently for a cheap price. I mean, all Vita prices, game prices are very high because the Vita itself is already kind of a novelty. But this one is pretty cheap. Didn't play it yet because it's just a golfing game, and I have much better games that I still have to play before I have time for something like this. This is Toro, and I'm not sure what his friend's name is, but Toro is basically the marketing mascot in Japan for the PlayStation. They tried to do this with Polygon Man, which we'll cover later, but Toro just became so popular. It's also a cat, so that probably is why. He has games in Japan, but he doesn't have any games outside Japan. So he's not very popular. I also don't have any games with Toro in it. With the exception actually of PlayStation All-Star Battle Royale. He's a playable character in that. PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale is basically the PlayStation's answer to Smash, in which you can fight with all the different PlayStation mascots, and he's one of them. But other than that, I don't have anything with Toro in it. Here we have the Blobs, I think they're called, from Loco Roco. It's just a 2D puzzle game with the Vita, where you have to tilt the Vita to move around. The Blobs, we had of course, because there's so many, we had a teamed level based on that, and we became a blob. The gameplay of that level is very similar to the entire game of Loco Roco. I haven't played it, and it's just a small puzzle game, like similar to the golfing game. They're better games. I'm going to have to finish first. Katamari. It's a exactly. This is like one of those puzzle games that's also quite fun. It's like hilariously fun. You're playing like this guy Katamari, and he has this little sticky ball, and things start sticking to it like paper, rocks, stuff like that, and the ball becomes bigger, but everything that's attached to the ball also becomes sticky. At some point you can pick up stuff like logs or rocks or a cat, and the ball becomes bigger and you can pick up houses and then buildings and then planets, and that's basically the gameplay loop. I haven't played it. I got a PlayStation Vita and PlayStation 3 game for this franchise. I don't know, they have one game outside of Japan, but yeah, since I was in Japan a few weeks back, I got one of these. I haven't played it yet because I think this game came basically out as soon as I came back from Japan, and that's the only thing I've been playing since then. Okay, this is Moss. Moss is like also a cutesy cartoonist action adventure game. He has 2 games and I think all of them are in VR. So I think Astro Bot also has one of these games, like you are looking around a toy box basically, and with your controller you can control the figure that moves around it. It's like basically you're standing in a room and the room is the level and your character is basically remote controlled by your controller. I haven't played those. There's so much games to play. They look very fun. I can complete the series, so I'm considering that. But more games than time. Don't know who these guys exactly are. I think he's on Dragon Quest. Not sure these guys, but yeah. Here we have Returnal, PS5 exclusive game right now. It has a very fun gameplay loop. It's a roguelike, and the levels change so much every single time, and you can't get everything in the same run. Like the rewards also change, or the layout. Haven't played it. It's like, I think Pacific Drive is similar to that, and I have that game. I probably played that before I played this game. I also hear it's quite unfair / tough, so maybe it's also not something that helps. This guy is just a VR guy. He's just playing VR games. Maybe he's playing Kill the Spire VR right now. But yeah, you have all the, I think they're Wipeout characters. Yeah, it's a racing game. PlayStation exclusive. I'm not really into the racing games. Oh, sorry. Not sure who this is. A racing game. Gran Turismo, I think one of the PlayStation's biggest franchise. It's basically the PlayStation answer to racing games in general. Also not really my thing I played. No clue what this is. But it looks cool. This is Flow. Also haven't played it, but I can. It's only like a 2-hour game, I think. It falls in the same category as games like Journey or Azu that I played on the channel. It's more of a art piece than a game. Looks good, visually appealing, gameplay is simple, and I'm 99% sure I'm going to play this at one point on the channel as well. Well, here, I think one of the big games that I actually played is Ash from Concrete Genie. Yeah, it's about Ash. He lives in a village that lost its beauty, let's say. It's now dark and grimy, and he found a magical brush which he uses to create I'm not sure what they're called, but let's call them genies, concrete genies, and they help them flare up the town. He makes all kinds of graffiti paintings around town, and you really have to recover the town's beauty, let's say. Played it, 100% of the game, and it's a short game. It's like 5 hours to platinum. It will be like 8 hours, I think. It's a short experience, but every hour put into this game was enjoyed. So I would recommend you play this game. Now let's go over Resident Evil. I have to say I published quite a lot of them. I think Resident Evil 9 is coming out soon, and also there are some spin-offs like the Doctor from the 7th and 8th Resident Evil has their own spin-off game, I think. It's more like a DLC, like Left Behind is for The Last of Us. But did a lot of them, I played some. I also know about them. So this is from the first one, there's Jill Valentine, dogs chase them into the mansion. This is Save Station from the first few games. This is Leon Kennedy, I think his name is, from Resident Evil 2 and onwards. Purple hair, red field, I think. Also from the second Resident Evil. I've dabbled with them when you're not on modern consoles, so PlayStation 2 for instance. So I haven't played them on any trophy related consoles yet. So maybe in October I will be playing Resident Evil. They are always very interesting. I watched Resident Evil 7 and 8 gameplay, so that's why I got the story from it quite a bit. So if I play those games, there will be no plot twist for me, or difficult to completely without them. But yeah, I mean, if you don't believe me, believe the numbers. 8 games and counting. So it's a good franchise. I would assume that these are from either Pennsylvania or Legend of Khan. Both, well, Legend of Khan I never played. I think they're Legend of Khan. Never played them, but yeah, demon slaying kind of game. I'm more ashamed that I haven't played this game yet, the Ghost of Tsushima. I think one of PlayStation's best games, from what I've heard at least. I will play it on the channel, but it's like a big game. I could probably finish all of these games you see here right now less time than this one. So when I have time, I will undertake playing this game. Also on the State of Play game pod showcase they did last week, they showed Tales of Yarn, I think it's called. It's the sequel to, or prequel, I'm not sure where it's set in the timeline, but it's the second Ghost of Tsushima game. So I will play it before the game comes out. Well, I'm not sure when it comes out, so if it comes out in a few weeks, then I'm not going to be able to live up to that promise, but I will play this for sure. Yes. Heavily Gravity Rush. It's good, and not a lot of people know about it. Oh, I'm dressed up as Cat, by the way. So, this is Cat. She has a cat. This is Raven. She has a Raven. No, Cat just has the power to change gravity, to alter gravity, and maybe it's a little bit similar to Lara from My Hero Academia. Like, she can change the way she can make herself float, but much more. She can change the gravity direction of herself to fly, basically. It's not like flying, it's like falling in a different direction. And of course she can use that to build a kinetic force and hit someone by falling onto them and drop kicking them. She also has the power to change the gravity of other objects, like this apple. So the apple will be a projectile basically for her. Her powers come from the cat, basically her power animal, let's say. So if she loses it, she loses her power. The games are combat based, but also puzzle based and speed based. A lot of fun. Raven is basically at first her adversary, but you know, you either die a villain or she herself become the hero. In the end, she just joins Cat and helps her out. She has the same power set basically, but herself from the Raven. Then we have the Last Guardian. Out of all the Team Ico games, I haven't played this one yet. It was apparently a disappointment. We waited like a lot of years for this one. But yeah, I mean the other ones are very good. So if this one is like a 5 out of 10, like Shadow of the Colossus is like 10 out of 10, I'll still probably enjoy this one. It's about a boy who got stuck in a temple, I think, and found one of these creatures, which his name is Rico. And together they solve like puzzles to continue exploring the temple and find their way out. Okay, here we have. Oh, that's fun. He's rolling. Okay, tell me this. What will he do? Oh, he dies. No, his souls. Oh, he's reclaimed. Okay. You? Bonfire lit. No, that's from Dark Souls. So this is Demon Souls. PlayStation exclusive, yeah. It's for the PlayStation 3. I think it came from Atlas before it became from Croft software. They remastered of course for the PS5 and I will probably play that. I played the PlayStation 3 version, but I didn't finish because I was pretty good. But then exams came along and I had to study a lot. And then I go back into the game, but I couldn't get back into it. If you haven't played it for like 2 weeks, you get rusty real fast. But I get why From Software challenging games are enjoyable. At some point I was so good, I could just tackle a boss for the first time, not knowing what the boss will do, and just beat it on the PS3, right? So low frame rate, low graphics, not the best controller, still managed to do that. Killzone. So Killzone is basically PlayStation's first-person shooter, like basically the Call of Duty for PlayStation. I'm not really into first-person shooters, so yeah. I will probably play the games like I played. As you realized, they haven't included the Resistance franchise. Okay. On this State of Play showcase, they showcased some new mods, like Stellar Blade. It was weird that's not in this game, for instance. Then we also have, what else did they show? Bots from, but it would be cool if they would showcase the update that they would add levels and also add resistance, and that we would get a remastered Resistance franchise. That franchise could really use a remaster. But Killzone is probably the same. I will probably dabble into it. I think from what I've heard, Killzone 2 is very good. So I might look into that. And this is Horizon. I think they have 3 games right now, because they also have the VR2 game. It's about Aloy. She is a girl from a primitive tribe, let's say. But the world is conquered by these, well, I think this skill tells more of the story. These huge mechanical animals with dinosaurs, crocodiles, deer, and somehow she's connected to all of it. And she goes on a mission to figure out why these robots are here. if she can save the world from them or not. That's short one game. Yeah. Oh, got to talk about Croft. I played these games. I platinumed Croft on the PlayStation Vita first. Then it got re-released as a remaster on the PS4. Yeah, I played that shit. I platinumed it as well. Then Gravity Rush 2 came out. Loved it. I'm not sure why probably sales were lacking, but it was very good and a very nice paced game. Platinumed it. Then they released a Raven DLC. I still have to play that. But I've got almost everything of the franchise platinum then. For Horizon I played the first game, Horizon, Zero Dawn, platinum 100%ed it, so I've also finished DLC and all the additional trophies. And I platinumed the second game, Good and West as well. The only exception is that I haven't completed multiple times, so you have the PS5 version, which I platinumed. And you also have the PS4 version. I think now you also have the Chinese version. Because there were some problems in Oopsie. And I only platinumed that version. I haven't played, I don't have a PlayStation VR 2, so I can play the other game of Horizon called Mountain, so also haven't got that. And I've heard that on the, I know from the single play they're going to remaster Horizon Zero Dawn for the PS5. So yeah, I'm gonna play that on the channel. Yes, this is Polygon Man. They tried to make him the mascot of the PlayStation, because look at all those polygons, 3D, he looks so cool and mature, not like Mario, he's not mature. But like I said before, Toho the cat became the mascot of PlayStation, and he stayed basically like that in Japan. And Polygon Man disappeared into obscurity. Here we have Smart Cube or something. It's a puzzle game for the PS1. A little bit before my time, so I haven't really played it. Alright. Our favorite guide. Yeah, it's a very fun game. I played it quite a lot. There's also quite a lot of trophies in that game. I haven't platinumed it yet. But I think I have one of the toughest trophies from which you have to get 5 runs in a row, which was very tough to get. I will probably go back into the game at some point and get the platinum before the server closes, for instance. No clue who it is. I will go back to you. Also no clue. Or you're just playing it. This is probably a reference to SingStar. Maybe the PlayStation microphones. No clue. Everyone dance or something? Not. Also not very sure. Also not sure. Nope, no clue. Buzz, which is like the quiz game. It's a fun game to play with your family. Oh, excuse me. No clue who you are. No clue who this is. Final Fantasy? Same for this one. It's probably all from the same franchise. I know this game. It's basically the same like everybody calls. It's a Hong Kong exclusive game from PlayStation. I think it's called Homeland? I forgot the name. But yeah, there are much more better games. This is one of the sport games for PlayStation era. Extreme 2 for instance. Yeah, we got some of those. Probably PES or FIFA. I wouldn't know any other game from which this could be. This, because I think this guy is called the Pro Skater, so this is clearly from Tony Hawk's Pro Skater. The skating game. Played it at my friend's house on the, I think it's Xbox XP. No, that was Skate. But I played this as well, but it's not really my thing. And it was also that I played it on a few generations ago, console generations, so also no trophies from this. Now we get into more, well, before we lose her again, this is of course Lara Croft. Played it on the PC when I was younger, but I should also play it on the PlayStation. Then we have the rapper. Gotta believe. He sings it. Ah, that's cute. And the Kung Fu Master. And his girlfriend on the guitar. Lara. But he say kick, punch. No, it's basically a random game in which a rapper wants to become a rapper, and he just goes over to different masters or something. He will teach him something about music. Very simple, PS1 rhythm game. He also was in PlayStation All Stars. That's about it, I think. I haven't played anything, by the way, except for the PS1. And that was very young. Yes. I know. Wonder and his girlfriend, I think her name was, or something. Ah, the school point with it. There's no glosses there. What's the point? At the tall neck now? No. So this is from Ico, just like the last Guardian over there. The Trico. This is one of my favorite, maybe not, but my most memorable game. It's about this guy going to the Forbidden Land with the dark shadow sword, colors, trying to revive his dead girlfriend, and the God of Death says kill those 16 colossus. And that's basically 90% of the whole story. You just go around to the land, slaying these 16 colossi, who look like so thematically beautiful. These colossi, like every creature there is a art piece. If you haven't already played this game, it came out I think on PS2. Yeah, I played it on the PS3 and finished the game, but I haven't platinumed it yet because you have to do a lot of challenges, and I didn't dedicate myself to that. And then they also released a PS4 version. I want to play this game on the PS4 and for the channel as well, so expect those videos as well. Crash Bandicoot, I think everyone knows him, together with, he's probably somewhere flying around, Spyro. They were like the biggest seller for the PS1. I think he got like 5 games. Yeah, he had 3 main games, the trilogy. He also had Crash Team Racing, which is like the Mario Kart clone-ish for Crash. And since his insane trilogy remaster, he got the 4th game. So he's 5 games now. Well, 5 main games, let's say. It's just a platformer, a lot of fun. From Naughty Dog, so the people behind The Last of Us, but also behind Jack and Dexter. The dead screen. This Jack and Dexter is actually the first video game I basically played, so it's very nostalgic for me. It's just a platformer. He goes around collecting, it's also collectathons, you have to collect little things. He unlocks new power-ups like blue eagle, red eagle, green eagle, yellow eagle. One of them gives him speed and allows him to activate precursor tag. Orange that will shoot fireballs, red makes him strong, and he just explores the world and tries to save it from the evil rule of Maya. I think the first one is the most memorable for me. The second and third one were, I don't know, they feel like they try to combine elements from GTA into it. But yeah, I think they should have stuck to the formula for the first game. That was but they can elaborate it with more story, like they did in the second and third game, but I don't know, I'm not a fan of the whole we added guns to it concept. By the way, I played it on PS2 when I was younger. I played it on the PlayStation Vita and got all the platinums for the trilogy. I played it on the PS3 trilogy. Also got 3 platinums into that, so Jack Dexter 1, Jack 2 and Jack 3. On the PS4 they also remastered these games and also added Jack X, the racing game from Jack and Dexter. Haven't played those except for the first game because, like I said, very nostalgic. I play it every chance I get. I will probably play that even though I already have platinum for it, and also go play 2, Jack 2, Jack 3 on the channel with getting trophies. And on top of that I will also play Jack X. I got it from Limited Run Games as well, over there. That's one of my current pieces of my collection. But they also digitally released for the Classic collection Jack and Dexter The Lost Frontier and Jack and Dexter, the standalone title from Bill Hotzel over there. And I also want to get those trophies and platinum. Ape Escape. It's one of the biggest IPs of PlayStation, when at least PlayStation 1, let's say. I haven't touched it at all. I know exactly what's going on. There's a spy, catches the monkeys, who became evil and are released by this guy, Spectre. I want to play them, but you know, it's outdated, so it's only fun, let's say, and a lot of other fun games that look better as well. But I'll probably play the classic ones and get the platinum on the channel at some point. Do I have to say something about this? This Street Fighter? Real? I can? I do. It's just a fighting, 2D fighting game like Mortal Kombat. This is from Oddworld. These are the members, I think they're called. I think it's like a puzzle, 2D puzzle game in which you have to save all these guys. Basically, Astro Bot but then 2D. A little bit more grim thing. Haven't played it, but I have watched gameplay of it. Well, this is maybe one of the biggest IPs PlayStation has had throughout all its years. Well, okay, no, not PS1, but PS2 and more. But again, and Revit in this case, just all the one. We started on PS2, came out of around 10 games by now, I think. Because you have Red Snake Clank, Red Snake Clank 2, Red Snake Clank 3, Deadlock, Tools of Destruction, Crash Booty, Crack in Time, 1 for 1, Heal Force, was already 10. Into the Nexus, a remaster for PS4, and the most recent one, which introduced Revit Rift Apart, where they have these rifts. The bolts. I platinumed, I think, every Ratchet & Clank game that's available, which is like 15 games by now, with the exception of I didn't stack Side Matters yet. I've only played the PS5 version on the channel as well. I still have to platinum the PS4 version and Clank. Oh, I forgot about that one. Just like Dexter got a standalone title from Jack and Dexter, Clank also got Secret Agent Clank, a standalone title Clank. And that really recently got a PS4 and 5 plastic edition. So I can platinum that game as well 2 times. Haven't done that yet. All Ratchet and Clank games are very enjoyable. I have to say, New Folks and Alpha 1 are a little bit less. Yeah, different type of games. Alpha 1 is more. It's only really fun if you play with other people, but the grind is too much, and the gameplay is a little bit simplistic. Q4 is a Tower Defense game. I'm not sure why they did that. It was very short. But yeah, how long can you go with that Tower Defense game? It was an okay game for a short experience, let's say. The other games are all great, of course. They're very good ones, like the third game of your Arsenal or a Crackle Time, I think. Almost everyone's favorite. And if you compare that to Into the Nexus, which is super short, or the very first Ratchet & Clank game, which is not very polished right now, you can see a difference. But basically, except for those old games, Fuel Force and Alpha 1, these games are all super enjoyable, so totally play them. I forgot the name of this game. Actually, it's Death Stranding. It's about it's Hideo Kojima's game with the guy who plays Daryl from The Walking Dead. It's, I think people call it Delivery Guy Simulator. It's about the guy who has to deliver these packages around, and one of the packages is like a baby in a jar. I haven't played it. From how I speak about it, you can make that probably up. I hear it's good, but Hideo Kojima makes some very good games like Silent Hill 2, or he is at least involved in that one. So, comparing this to Silent Hill 2, nope. I know which one I like more. The last one, Ico. This is from Ico. I played it on the PS2. It's about a boy who got banished from his village into this temple. And he meets this girl, and the girl is constantly attacked by shadows. He needs to save her from them. I was young, so I don't understand all of the story. I don't know why the shadows are. I don't think it's really confirmed. The culture, the save stations. Probably they made a PS3 remaster of this game, so I'm gonna play that at some point on the channel. Now she gets killed. But I will probably recommend everyone playing it because this really started the Team Ico franchise, which also gave us The Last Guardian and, more importantly, Shadow of the Colossus. Here we have, I'm not sure why he's next to a fish tank. But this is Crawler from Detroit Become Human. It's a story-driven game like Beyond the Souls or Heavy Rain, in which your choices really change the story a lot, and the outcome as well. Yeah, it's about androids and they become some of them become sentient, and the question appears. Should we treat them as human if they can think and behave and look like humans even? Something like that. It's a great game. Oh, this is Dream. It's a game about where you can sandbox, make your own games. Forgot the name of these. Balea. It's a PSP exclusive game, I think. Never played it actually, so I'm not going to talk much about it. Throwaway was a lot of fun. It's PS. Oh, and you have Theory Unfolding, I think it's called. It's about a messenger. It's a PS Vita game at start. It's a cutesy paper craft platformer game in which you can craft your items and decorations. You can make a lot of PP jokes in it. I had a lot of fun with this game. You might play the remastered Theory Unfolding on the PS4 later. Not sure yet. Little Big Planet. Played it casually, a little bit. Yeah, there's so many games. There's no reason why, specific reason why I didn't play this. I would recommend everyone who's playing these games. And this is just Trimsing. Deacon Syndrome from Days Gone, I mean. It's the game in which they have like hordes of zombies that you have to take down with some feeding traps and stuff like that. Still quite a lot to go. I enjoyed the game at a slow start, so I think for the first 5 to 10 hours were like, is the story going somewhere pretty soon? But when it took off hard, and I was seriously invested in the gameplay, only became better. At first you just kill some zombies, you know, like countable on one or two hands, but taking down hordes is so much fun. And I hope they bring it back, but I'm afraid that the franchise has been dropped. Not sure where this is from. Some flying game. This is Okami. A beautiful game. Japanese themed. You can see it from the gate as well. Yeah, I haven't played it, so I can't really tell anything about it actually. But I know I should play this. About these Kena Bridge of Spirits, the rats. I watched someone play this game, so I know a little bit about the story. It's about Kena, and she has to save. She's a spirit guide, and she has to save a certain area from evil spirits, I think. That's the whole plot of the game. It's a very tactical, basically action adventure game. Yeah. It can be challenging actually. It looks very child friendly, but I think it's too challenging for a child. I haven't played the game myself. Like I said, I watched gameplay of it and I enjoyed it. If I have time, I'm going to play this one as well. If time allows me. God of War. I think at this point you can't think of PlayStation 1 God of War. Kratos, Atreus, Mimir, Sindri, Croft, Freya, Angerboda, Thor and Fruit. Oh, there's only the Norse saga, so you have PS2 and PS3 era. It's like 6, 7 games. All remastered on the PS3 as well, so you can platinum them all. I did except for Ghost of Sparta and Ascension, still have to do those. That's so fun. And all the games are great, but I really took off at the Norse saga with the Leviathan Gods. Those games are just all pieces, so God of War 2018 and God of War Ragnarok. So good. Pick these games up and play them. They're must plays for any PlayStation fan or any game fan, let's say. I think, yeah, 2018 is already released on PC as well, so PC gamers play this game. And I think Ragnarok will, maybe it's already out on PC, but it will come out on PC as well pretty soon, I think. Generally, the gameplay is so much fun with the Leviathan. You feel like 4 basically, but With all these, with the 5 attacks, how it can be called back, how it handles. And the story is so good and so cleverly written. Okay, I'm gonna continue, but maybe I'm going to go a little bit quicker through these. I think Prince of Persia and Castlevania with this Dracula thing. Yeah, never played those games, so I'm not gonna talk about it. Definitely Cry, played a little bit. It's like Guild of War actually. It's the same hack and slash kind of gameplay-ish. I only played the first game casually. Should probably play the entire franchise, and I got platinum that. Ah, The Last of Us. Maybe one of the most beautiful games on the PlayStation 3. Got released also on the PS4 and PS5 now as well. That was a little bit of a weird move. Also, Last of Us Part 2 got released on the PS4 and not much later the PS5 version came out, which is a little bit because the game is only like 1 year old and you can already play PS4 games on the PS5, so we don't really need the PS5 remaster. But hey, as long as it sells, they will do it, of course. These games are great. I played all the Last of Us games. Well, there are only 2 of them, but you know, I'm guilty of this. Played the PS4 version, PS3 version of The Last of Us. Didn't platinum it. I can't anymore because the online shut down. Also played the PS4 version of The Last of Us and got that platinum. I also played The Last of Us Part 1 on the channel, so you can watch it. Also played The Last of Us Part 2 and platinumed it on the PS4. And the PS5 version was just an update with a very cool DLC, Left Behind. It's got Is it called Left Behind? No, it's not. Because it's the DLC from The Last of Us Part 1. It's got the name of the DLC for The Last of Us Part 2, but I like the gameplay. Here we have everything basically from Metal Gear Solid, Metal Sword, sorry. Snake Eater, Snake, Psycho Mantis, Raiden. Oh, this is a big boss. Yeah. Iconic place in the game. Played Metal Gear Solid 2. But other than that, nothing more. I really like Psycho Mantis, like the boss that is so creative. Basically, okay, I'm gonna spoil you. As you can see, does it do anything? No. Basically, he is reading your memory card and tells you creepy information to you, like, you know really who I am, breaking the fourth wall. And then he takes over your controller, so he kills you while you're not sure why Snake isn't moving like you're supposed to. And to really beat him, you have to change the controller slot, so you have to put the PS1 controller into slot for controller 2, and then you get control back of Snake and can defeat him. Which I think is one of the cleverest ways to handle a boss like this. Spyro. Dexa was my first game maybe, but Spyro was like the second game I played. It's a platformer in which you play a dragon with different kinds of breaths, and you have to save. It's a collectathon again. You have to collect gems, but also collect eggs with dragons, or power stones, or dragon flies. Just a fun platformer. They made the Reignited trilogy on the PS4, in which you can play the first 3 games remastered. I highly recommend playing those. This is Yakuza. Also, I think it's a very fun game. I think very much a lot of humor and crazy storylines. Gonna play this, especially since it's Japanese oriented, which is Yakuza, and I'm missing Japan a little bit, so I expect that also on the channel. No clue. Beyond the Souls, played it, as I say, stay Jody. So it's basically a story game, just like Heavy Rain and Beyond the Souls we discussed earlier, about the girl who has a spirit attached to her. Till here. And yeah, basically they go into the supernatural, what's life, what's death, like that kind of questions. Even gets recruited into the CIA, I think, because she can use the ghost to her advantage. It's a good story game again. Stray! It's a platformer, modern, about where you play a cat, do cat things, and it's basically explore a robot-filled society. I'm not sure how well I can describe the story, because the story is mostly in the hidden lore, let's say, or what the little robot here explains to the cat. But you know, it's a cat, you can explain stuff to it, but it doesn't really understand in theory. It's because you control the cat that something really actually happens, because if it was really a cat, it would probably just lay around in the sun all day. Yeah, it's a fun game, it's very short, I think it's like 5 hours long. It's a lot of fun. Highly recommend playing it. I've platinumed it on the PS4 and PS5, and maybe I will do a different region as well. Yeah, we have everyone from, well, everyone, not everyone. Here we have characters from Implements. Here we have Cole, who's using the evil Karma Lightning. Fetch, which has Neo powers, and Desmond. Will you do mission ultimate? Yes. I think Desmond is one of the coolest characters ever. Or well, his power at least, because he has the power to basically copy anyone's mutant power basically. He touched Fetch, that sounded wrong. He came in contact with Fetch and copied her neon power. He also has smoke powers we just saw now. He also has, I think, media power, which is hard to define, and concrete power. Not concrete power, but the power over concrete. And the gameplay is so fun, you really feel like a superhero in these games. I've platinumed the PS4 game, so First Light and Second Son. But I started playing the first Infamous, but wasn't able to finish because my PS3 at the time broke down. Probably have to play these games as well. Also that it was so much fun. It's just a funny short game in which you play an octopus pretending to be a dad, and the controls is wanky and fun. I'm gonna play it on the channel as well. Silent Hill 2, oh wait, we're skipping some. This is from Medieval, this is Sir Daniel, I think his name is. Never played it, but should probably play it. This is for sure from Castlevania. Are you Gramon? Are you Dracula? I'm not sure. Alucard, also Castlevania. The Puppeteer. This should be like an art piece. Like it's an exclusive PlayStation game. And like here, they keep calling it out. It didn't perform well, I think. And they made never a sequel or remaster of this. But it's a good game, I think. It just fell in between somewhere. Didn't we see Pyramid Head? Oh, here it is. Pyramid Head is of course the antagonist of Silent Hill 2 and he's a horror icon. Played a bit of the second giant hill on the channel as well. I'm going to finish that. I'm gonna finish that. But it's great. Bloodborne. Did he parry me? Wait, there was anything. Just Old Hunter and the protagonist of Bloodborne. It's a From Software like Demon's Soul, but more in a gothic, plague-filled city area than a demon-filled forest or canyon or whatever. From Software games are challenging but always good. No clue. It's like yeah, I like Chicken Dex and Ratchet & Clank. PS2 icon, like the big three of the PS2 era. You play a raccoon thief with Bentley and Benny the turtle and Murray the hippo. They don't walk very join. And you just plan a elaborate heist to steal from the rich and give to the poor basically. Oh, I want to save those guys for last maybe. Uncharted, what can I say? The action explore game from the PS3 and 4 era. First game, good. Second game, wow. Third game, okay. Fourth game, a cry-worthy send-off. With all these characters like Tommy, Nathan, Elaine. Oh, didn't play the Lost Frontier, I think it's called. The Lost? No, not sure what it's called. No, not Nathan's Uncharted game. Thought to do that. Actually, I played it a long time ago, also on a different PSN profile. I think it's one of the first games that we played. I'm gonna play this on the channel as well. It's one of the best games or the stories on PlayStation. I will skip these because I want to save these for last. I have actually no clue who these guys are. Seem like some Dragon Quest. We have made a full circle, I think. Yes. Well, we have to do 2 more then. We have Journey. It's like Flow, Natsu, a like art. It's almost more an art piece than game. I'm gonna play this also on the channel. Stick in here for the journey. It's really an experience, let's say. Last but certainly not least, Persona. I think one of my favorite franchises ever. Started with Persona 4 for me, but let's go in numerical order. Persona 3, this is Aegis, the android party of the android team party. And Persona is just an RPG, JRPG, so it takes like 80 hours to finish the game. But these games are such a good balance between the social aspect and the dungeon crawling. I actually didn't play, I played a little bit of the original PSP remaster or like port of the original Persona 3. Now I'm playing Persona 3 Reload on the channel, so you can watch those videos as well right now. And I'm also gonna play PlayStation or Persona 3 Portable and Persona 3 Dancing in Moonlight as well. Then we have here Teddy from the Shadow World. This is my introduction into. Excuse me. Did I thought I heard something. Okay. So Persona 4 was my introduction into Persona and I loved the game. I couldn't stop playing it. I wanted to learn those characters more and unravel the mystery. I also played the game, finished the game, platinumed it in 2 regions, European, where it was the first time for me, then American version, and right now I'm playing the Japanese version in Japanese. That's how much I love this game. I also played Dancing in the Moon over Dancing in Starlight multiple times. We also have the fighting games. Couldn't platium the first Persona 4 Arena. Arena Ultimate. It looks more like I will be able to do that, but still work in progress. And I also will be playing this one on the channel as well. I started it, but let's say you have to reserve a lot of time for playing and finishing these type of games, and I wasn't going to be able to. Persona 5. You can almost say Persona 5 is a franchise on its own. I mean, you have Persona 5. It makes sense. Dancing Starlight. Okay, you have a dancing spin-off, just like this one. Okay, sure. Oh, Persona 5 Royal, which is a remaster extension of Persona 5. Okay, Persona 4 and Persona 4 Golden, which was the same deal, sure. But that has its own trophy list as well. Okay. It's not like a DLC or something, no. A new game. And we also have Persona 4 Strike, which is a Dynasty Dynasty Warrior type of game spin-off. There's another game. Then we also had Tactica, which is a XCOM kind of knockoff game with Persona 5 characters. I think you have more. Oh yeah, Persona the Phantom X is coming out, and I think another game with this character in it. You have also Persona Q too, which has Persona 4, 3 and 4 and 5 characters in it. Persona 5 is so big, and I think it did more things, well, a lot of things better than Persona 4. Persona 4 will always be the first and has a special place in my heart, but I think Persona 5 really nailed it. It's just unfortunate that it took like 2 whole console generations to come out, because Persona 4 basically came out on the PS2 and this thing came out late in the life cycle of PS4, I think. So yeah. And that's everything in Astro Bot, all the bots. I don't know all the bots, like I said before. Like, I'm sorry, I don't know who you guys are. Sorry, I don't know whether you're from Dragon Quest or not. I'm sorry, are you from Overcooked? But I think I know like 8 out of 10 of these characters. I played a lot of these games, but also walking around and seeing some of these, I realize I still have many more games that I can play. And we're going to do that together on the channel. Hey guys, thank you guys for watching today, and I'll see you guys in future episodes. Thank you. Bye bye.